Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm George Cannon. I'm the president of the Muskegon Kiwanis Club, and the Muskegon Club is the third oldest club in the Kiwanis organization, well over 100 years old. We meet every Wednesday. Our mission is to support area youth, and this is one of our premier events, this scholarship. We also support many other youth-oriented organizations, and there's a list on your table of what we support. And we usually start our meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance, so if everyone would stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Kevin is going to give us an invocation.
Shall we pray? Father in heaven, we thank you today that you've brought these students to us, that they've had challenges in their lives to overcome, but you've helped them to overcome them, and we're so grateful that they are here. We pray that you will be with them as they continue through their lives and have many great things in store for them in the future. Today we also especially remember the family of Aaliyah Zaidama and the students and staff at Western Michigan Christian and her tragic death over this past weekend. We thank you for this food. We pray it'll provide strength and nourishment for our bodies, and we pray this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, this event celebrates, as Kevin said, students that have overcome an obstacle to get to where they are right now. I'd like to invite everybody to lunch right now, and then we'll start the program. We can just start with this table, and then we'll go outwards. So, Reese Puffer, you want to start?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Cummings, and I've been a member of the Muskegon Kiwanis Club for about 20 years. And I've been working with the Brogern Christie Scholarship Awards for about the past 10 years. I think I had a chance to pretty much meet with everyone at all the different tables to kind of give you an idea of how this afternoon will work. But as I stressed at the tables, what I want to say first of all is that today is no stress, no pressure. We're here to celebrate accomplishments, and we're thrilled to have everyone here today. So in a short time, we're going to have our Master of Ceremonies step up, and he's going to call each school one by one. You'll be able to come up, introduce your student, talk a little bit about them. If the student's comfortable talking, of course, we'd love to hear from them too. But again, we want this celebration to continue not only through today, but when you get back to school too. So if you have an award ceremony at your school, for National Honor Society or the athletes or anything else, celebrate the student that we're celebrating with you here today. So with that, we would like to present our Master of Ceremonies today. We're fortunate to have him here, and I'd like to introduce Dan Rinzema Saibenga. Thank you so much, Dan.
Hello, I'm Dan Rinzema-Siebenga, and I work at Muskegon Community College as the Dean of Academic Affairs. And I am not a Kiwanis member, but I have known many Kiwanians over the years. And about a month ago, Jack Kennedy, who I think is sitting at the Holton table, called me up and said he wanted to talk to me about something and come to my office. And I was like, okay, you never know how it's going to go. So he invited me to help out today, so I'm glad to do that. And I, obviously, as being part of a college, we love to celebrate students who are completing high school, and wherever you go, we are, of course, wishing you the best. And I got a packet for every student and read through many of the stories, and there's many inspirational stories, and it sounds like many of the students have many great plans. I did get to watch a video of last year's ceremony to understand how it goes, and it sounds like the Christie Brogern scholarships have quite the history and quite a reputation, and really are good at celebrating youth from our area high schools. So we appreciate the Kiwanis Club for putting that on every year. So I am going to work through the process of recognizing every school and every student. So I have a list here. So as I think it was David said, we'll have you come up as a pair, and we'll have the person from the school say a couple of words about the award nominee, and then we can recognize them, and we will proceed in that fashion. So first up, we have Muskegon Catholic High School, Peg Alexander, representing the school, and A.J. McPherson. Come on up. And you can give them a round of applause.
Hello and welcome to what I know is the favorite day for many of the Kiwanians here in Muskegon. They work hard to earn the money, to earn the funds, to fund their scholarship, and they are always so happy to see the students receive those. I know for a fact that that is true. My name is Peg Alexander. I'm here from Muskegon Catholic Central, and I'm here to introduce A.J. McPherson, who is our Kiwanian student this year. AJ is just an amazingly polite young man. I have found that so much in just the time that I've spent with him today in the car, bringing him here, having him asking me if I want water, if I would like some dessert, if I'd like to get some salad, or the rest of those things. And he is like that. He's always the first person at school to step up and volunteer and say, yes, I'd love to help. I'd love to help. How can I help you? How can I do things? That's the primary characteristic that I know about AJ. But I do want to tell you that he told me today that he is going to Michigan State for veterinary science, that his date just got moved up and he doesn't have to wait till the spring term, but he gets to go in the fall. So yeah, that is very, very impressive. But AJ's going to tell you his story, and I will let him take it away.
Thank you so much, Miss Alexander. So my whole life I've had to deal with some sort of something happening. Like when I was 3 months old, I was diagnosed with cancer, neuroblastoma in my liver. And the doctors all said, you wouldn't live through it. He wouldn't live through it. He probably is going to die if he does early on in life. Like, he won't live to be 9. And so throughout prayer and my whole family and a lot of support, I was able to get through that. When I was diagnosed with cancer, they did all these tests, and they found out I also have a heart defect that I was born with too. So going through high school and middle school and elementary with all of that is hard by itself. But on top of that, I found out I have asthma. I've got a long list of mental stuff that I had to deal with too. I have ADHD, so that hurt me trying to get through school, focusing and trying to get through everyday life and all that stuff. And so I wanted to thank all my teachers, especially like Miss Alexander, who always urged me to do better, my aunt and my family. They always urged me to do better and to, you can do it kind of thing. Like, you've been through so much already, you can keep on doing it, you can do it. So I think family is very important, and my family helped push me to be the best person I am. When I started middle school in 6th grade, I didn't do very well. I was always distracted, not doing what I was supposed to be doing, getting bad grades. And through the help and support of my family and my friends and my teachers, I was able to go from all low grades to like A's and B's, like D's to A's and B's in high school. So that's my story, and I'm glad that I was able to share it with you guys.
Well, that's an amazing story. And AJ, this is for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Mona Shores High School with a representative from the school, Amaret Clausen, and award winner, Macy Baker. Come on up.
Just making sure we're making our game plan. So I'm Amaret Clausen. I'm one of the counselors at Mona Shores High School. There are 3 of us, and we have about 300 students per grade. And so Macy was actually the first person, and we kind of get together, the counselors do, to determine who's going to be our award winner for the year and what we know about our students. And I just want to say that she was the first one that came to my mind. She has overcome a lot in her life, and recently, actually, within the past few years. And one thing that really strikes me about Macy is that she is like no mess, no drama. She is just a get her done kind of kid. And I genuinely have just been very impressed by her. She came to me, and I'm going to steal her thunder a little bit, but she came to me sophomore, a couple years ago, basically telling me that she had a baby. I had no idea, but that she had a baby, and she was wanting to talk about things related to school, and that's what our focus is. And she's just like, she's got a 3.5, higher than a 3.5 GPA. And she's done all this while having a child at home, and just manages it like you wouldn't believe. She's got big plans for her life, and she's not letting this. I'm sure she's an amazing mom, and she handles what she needs to at home, but she's also not letting this, take control of her future. She's able to continue on and do great things, and has big plans for her life. So I'll let you tell a little more.
So I became a teen mother in 2021, and it was a very challenging time in my life, but I overcame it. And I would not have been able to do it without my parents, and they've been such an amazing help. You're gonna make me cry now. And Miss Clausen helped me get through high school. Whatever I needed, she was always there. I got amazing grades. She pushed me to do classes that I didn't think I'd be able to do, which woodshop would have been better than pre-calc, but I did it, and I'm doing good in the class. And now I'm going to go to college, and I'm going to be successful, and I can still be a successful person with all the challenges I've overcome, and I wouldn't have been able to do it with my amazing parents who sit and help me and counsel me through everything I need. And I'm just very appreciative for what I've gotten throughout life and my challenges, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the people around me.
Congratulations, Macy. That's quite a story, and keep at it. Next, we have Oak Ridge High School, and a school representative is Cheyenne Warner, and award winner, Devron Vandermolen.
So I'm Cheyenne Warner. I am the college advisor at Oak Ridge High School. Unfortunately, our counselors couldn't be here with us today. Ever since I've met Devron, he has been the kindest kid that I've come across. I've only been with the school for 3 months, and he has been in my office multiple times, just smiling, being kind. He does plan to go to Muskegon Community College and possibly transfer to Ferris. He's had the opportunity to work with the construction program at CTC. So I'm just happy to present this to him. Do you have anything to say? No?
Well, Devron, congratulations. I have seen some of the CTC construction work out in the community. It's quite amazing what they do in that program. You have some amazing teachers, so congratulations and keep at it. And we welcome you to MCC. All right, next up is North Muskegon High School, school representative Colleen Christofferson, and award winner Anna Basso-Dick.
Hello, I'm Colleen Christofferson, and it's my pleasure to present Anna with this award today. I'm a teacher at North Muskegon Middle School, High School, but I think I'm here today because Anna is my daughter's best friend and kind of like another daughter to me. We've known each other since Anna was in 3rd grade, and it's been an absolute pleasure to watch her grow into the fine young woman that she is today. She's an amazing artist, and she does plan to attend MCC in the fall, so I guarantee you will know her name and face next year. And she has big plans for her future, including becoming her own business owner in the area of graphic design, and plans to have some kind of storefront, maybe online or brick and mortar, where people can design their own shirts, and she'll make those designs come to life for them. So definitely excited for what Anna has to offer for our community here in the future. Anna's overcome great obstacles. Do you plan on telling your story at all, Anna, or do you want me to tell a little?
You can tell.
Okay, she's been raised by her grandparents, and has definitely struggled a little bit along the way with some of the challenges faced by her family dynamic, but it isn't something that you would notice from Anna. She's always been an amazingly strong student. She, not the kind of student that would stick out for behavior problems or grades. She just always plugged along. And was extremely successful in school. She started attending CTC junior year in the graphic design program, and it was, without a doubt that she was the right candidate for the Kiwanis scholarship, because she shined in the classroom as a graphic design student. She received a paid internship with Ramos, doing their communication, online, internet communication and design, and one of the only student, I think the only student to be receiving that paid internship this year. So, look out world, because here Anna comes. So this is well deserved. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say thank you to organizations like this, and a big thank you to my grandparents and teachers like Ms. Christofferson here who are making this possible. And yeah, just a big thank you to organizations like this.
Awesome. Congratulations, Anna. There you are. And I know Mr. Kaiser at Muskegon Community College is in the graphics program. He probably can't wait to have you in his class, so we are looking forward to seeing you. All right, next up is Whitehall High School, School Representative Josh Anderson and award winner Sadie Spoolhoff.
All right, well, thank you very much for having us. I've had Sadie for 3 years now, since her sophomore year in classes such as English, Greek mythology, and she just has grown over those years. And then last year, you had your baby, and you just did awesome when I tried to help you move online, and your grades just kept improving. So that was really good to see that growth that you made in your academics. And then not just online, but then when you came back for your senior year, it was a blessing to see how much that changed you and that leadership role that you took. And so it's cool to see now that dynamics of you being that leader in the classroom when kids are not really knowing when's the due date. You help them along, especially with the other kids, like the seniors, not knowing like when their dates are and stuff like that, when their meetings are. She knows when they are. They're like, I didn't get that. She's like, no, you did get that. Here, it was right here. So it's really good to see. It's just, again, with all that, you kept growing on your SATs. If you look right now, this semester, it's the best semester you've ever had. You have a 3.33. So again, just continuously growing, Sadie. So we're all just super proud of you at Whitehall. So thank you. Okay.
Sadie's shy, so congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, and all the best. Here is your envelope. There you go. All right, crosstown rivals are up next. Montague High School. We have from Montague High School, Shonda McNiff, and award winner Kendall Deegan, sorry. I I even practiced it. Deegan.
So bear with me, we have 10 years of history, so I have a few words to say. 10 years ago, I had a blonde curly-haired second grade student in my resource room. I teach students with specific learning disabilities at early elementary in Montague, and this small group of boys struggled with reading, decoding, and writing, as well as their attention span. And this particular blonde curly-haired boy was very bright, and he wasn't shy to share his knowledge of anything and everything. He had a particular way of correcting me if I had my farm or firefighter facts wrong, or if I rounded what time it was, he would say, "Don't you mean it's 10:58?" My favorite was when we were reading an article about moose, and as I spoke of the many moose in the photo, I heard him say, "Don't you mean meese?" And I'm like, no, actually that makes me chuckle, but I looked it up and I'm so right, it is moose, plural. I was lucky enough to have Kendall in my resource room for the whole elementary school years and watch him grow into a reader. Not just a proficient reader, a passionate reader. One of my favorite memories as a teacher is recalling him returning from Christmas break, telling me he spent his Christmas money at the bookstore, and after summer, how many books he read at the library. It was a teacher's dream come true. He turned his deficit area into an area of strength and no longer needed my services as a reading teacher, only in writing. So we shared our passion through reading. We shared the hardships of similar family changes. His parents had divorced and new relationships were made, a wedding, and new step-siblings were part of the conversation around our resource writing table. But I too had recently gone through the divorce and met someone new and remarried. So it caused me much stress and concern about how my children were handling it. So I watched Kendall, and he was resilient and positive and happy, and it gave me hope that my own children can handle those changes as well. So his influence actually impacted my children. Now they work together on the band and they do fundraising. I watched him wash dishes at 5:30 in the morning for hours. For the bikers' meals for the band that the band sponsors, he loaned my son his FFA jacket, which has impressive pins and accolades on it. But the loan probably wasn't legal in the FFA world. I'm not sure how that works. He's an athlete playing varsity soccer and a pole vaulter, and then helped my daughter. She's becoming a pole vaulter in middle school. So thank you, Kendall. His community outreach has gone much farther than mentoring my own children. On top of his clubs and athletics, he acolytes at St. Peter's by the Lake in Montague. He's a cadet in the Montague Fire Department and even teaches CPR. He helps on his family's farm, which many of you have probably been to tour the sunflower fields in Montague, and so I'm not sure quite when he sleeps. His future is bright as he's attending MSU. Go Green, yay. And he'll be in the 2-year electrician program. So I have no doubt that he will continue to our area to continue to impact the community with his services. And if he moves on, this town will be lucky to have him. So I'll wrap up by sharing my favorite mantra and favorite quote by John Wooden, which I think describes him, the struggling reader, curly-haired blonde from 10 years ago. Things turn out best for those that make the best of the way things turn out. May you continue to make the best of what life hands you, Kendall. Congratulations. Thank you.
So I'm Kendall. I struggle in reading and writing and mostly anything that interprets with both of those. I remember in 5th grade a lot of the memories that I had with Mrs. McNiff and everything, and that's just really fun. And then in middle school I was able to blossom into the person I really am today thanks to Mrs. McNiff and all the help that I received. I was able to go into FFA and be able to speak in front of over 200 people at our region camp and be able to become a regional officer through that, and that was really fun and enjoyable, and I know I would never be able to do that without overcoming the obstacles and the tools that they gave me to overcome them. Thank you.
Congratulations, Kendall, and I had the same thought as Ms. McNiff. When do you sleep and how do you do all those things? Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Orchard View High School. Representing the school is Zach Fricke, and the award winner is Karina Nunez.
Hi, good afternoon. So I have Karina Nunez here. She's always been one of our bright, smiling students, walking around the halls every day. So during her sophomore year, she came down with a condition where she suffers from non-epileptic seizures randomly. They have no idea what causes them or when they're coming, And so that had thrown a big monkey wrench into her academics, her social life, and kind of how you progress as a normal teen. So she had to overcome those odds, and she's come to terms with those things and gone on. She is now part of NHS. She's the president of the Interact Club, and she recently went to El Salvador to help on a mission trip. And so I'm going to have her explain a little bit more about her service, and then in the fall she's going to go to GVSU and continue to help people by studying social work at Grand Valley. So go ahead.
Well, sure. Okay. So a little bit more about my story. I've struggled with anxiety basically my entire life. But when you have seizures, it makes it really hard to blend in. And I kind of had to overcome that and come to terms with the fact that I was going to be a little bit different. People would say really mean things like I was possessed, or just like act like I was fragile. And so I definitely had to break out of my shell a little bit. And since then, I wouldn't have been here today, obviously, standing up here talking in front of a bunch of people that are staring at me. And I've been able to perform on stage. And as Mr. Fricke mentioned, I am Interact president. A little bit about that. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but it's a Rotary club where students do a lot of service projects. So I get to put on a lot of service projects, and one of them was my El Salvador trip, which was completely life-changing for me. Not only was there a huge language barrier in El Salvador, if you didn't know they speak Spanish, and I do not, and a cultural difference. A lot of people there lived in mud huts held together with bamboo, and we were able to build 6 houses for families who were in dire need of them. And probably about 60 people all brought 50 pounds of clothing and resources to donate as well, and it was just so amazing to see. And I was super inspired, and yeah.
Well, congratulations, Karina, and we are definitely glad you came out of your shell, because it sounds like you're accomplishing great things and will continue to. So. All right, got some varying heights here. Next up is Reese Puffer High School, and the representative from the school is Austin Welpley and award winner Omelion Wyrick.
All right, I'm a writer-downer person. So, good afternoon. First, I wanted to thank the Muskegon Kiwanis Club for providing me with the opportunity to be here with you today, and also to stand up here and recognize and honor this young man for all of his accomplishments. Secondly, I want to say thank you to Omelion, or O as we call him, for choosing me and providing me the honor to stand up here and introduce him to all of you. When I sat down to write this speech about O, I had a hard time figuring out where to start. I could tell you about the many obstacles and losses O has had to experience and overcome in his life, just to be on here at this stage in front of you. I could share about his continued pursuit to be admitted and enroll in college to build a better life for himself and provide for his future family, or his selfless giving to his school and community, his leadership on and off the field, and his contagious positivity that shows through all that he does. So I decided that to fully understand the person O is, I've got to share a little bit of it all. This is a young man that has experienced so much, but has never ceased to continue to give his whole self in assistance to those in need. He will always be the one to offer to carry the woes of others in order to lessen their load. He always puts others first and works to make their lives better. He has what I describe as contagious positivity. No matter the obstacle or situation, he will always work to keep that smile on his face and bring joy and laughter to others. He has maintained this positive attitude in the face of changing family situations, divorce, changing living situations, the loss of people and role models close to him, and housing instability. Knowing and working with Omelion has shown me what true strength looks like. This is the type of grit and determination he shows daily without even realizing it. I do want to talk a little bit more about his contagious positivity. This is a young man who flat out inspires people. This is shown in so many ways with his impacts within Reese Puffer and the greater Muskegon area. He inspires his teammates on the football field and the wrestling mat as a leader and a captain. He helps struggling peers through tutoring and student seminar. He is a leader in his church and community. He also works with Community and Compass to clean up and do yard work around our great city. O is someone who puts forth great effort in the classroom, and I'm absolutely thrilled with his choice to continue his education next year at Ferris State, where he has plans to become a teacher. He has been working on impacting future generations since he started high school through his work with stats, coaching middle school wrestling, and in the last year with PALS, supporting younger students in need within our district. I do also want to stop for a minute and give a quick shout out and thank you to Omelion's two supporters here today, Kimi George and Arnie Jacoby, for each being stabilizing pillars in his young life. Through your love and support of O, we are going to have a chance to see him shape his own future by going to college, where he can continue to share his love and positivity with future generations of kids as an educator. This is a young man who has given so much of himself to others. As his coach, teacher, and big-time fan, it is an absolute honor and privilege to stand up here today and recognize this. With all being said, I want to introduce Omelion Wyrick.
Thank you. So I did not think I was going to come up here and talk. My principal said I wasn't, so I'm not prepared. But I'd like to thank this organization for giving me an opportunity to come up and do this with Mr. Welpley and Mom and Arnie. And I just like to give them a spotlight right there. Arnie is my girlfriend's dad, girlfriend of 2 years, and I don't really have a father figure in my life, you could say. I don't have a big father. I have a dad, but I don't have he's not a father, I guess. So he kind of just stepped in 2 years ago, April 23rd, and just took off. I guess our relationship kind of just took off from there. And yeah, I mean, the best thing, one of the best things that's probably ever happened to me is having someone that can show me the things I didn't know about fishing and hunting and guns and just all the cool things that you do in life, kind of, in my eyes. And just one day, I hope to inspire to be a father like him, hopefully one day in life. And I call her Mom. Her name is Kimi. She's not they're neither of my biological parents. But this is the woman I live with. It's my best friend's mom. And she's just done everything for me that she can. She's bought me 3 cars, actually. If that doesn't tell you anything, I'm not the greatest driver, but yeah. But and she always helps me dress and stuff because I'm not much of a dresser. She hates when this outfit was on the fly this morning, so and did not prepare for an outfit. Yeah, and she's the one mother that I have, and I love her so much. I just I don't know. I didn't prepare for this, so. But yeah, thank you. So.
Congratulations, Omelion, and these are all great stories, but I do know Omelion personally. He actually, Kimi lives 2 doors down from us, and we do keep our cars, carefully stowed away. But I just want to emphasize we have 2 kids, and Omelion is just a great influence in their lives. So, congratulations. All right. Next up is Western Michigan Christian High School, and we have as a school representative Megan Negrete and award winner Emily Snyder.
Hello. I'm not much of a public speaker, so I apologize. I'm going to be short and sweet. We've also had quite a week. So we are here, but we are very happy for this opportunity and excited that Emily was chosen. I jotted down a few notes for her. I don't know where to start because she is quite a character. She's a little bit sassy, but a lot of fun. We love Emily here. So I've gotten to know Emily over the past 4 years at Western Michigan Christian. She started as a freshman in my art class, and I have gotten to know her well over the last 4 years, and I've seen her just grow as a person tremendously into the beautiful young lady that she is today, and it's been really great to see. So I'm just so proud of her. She is a very strong and passionate young lady. She lives her life by a strong moral code. She is always one of the first to speak up and out when she sees the wrong being done, and is also always one of the first to open her arms for a warm embrace when she sees others are hurting, which she definitely demonstrated this week. She cares deeply for others and makes every effort to help nurture those around her. I'm so proud of who she's becoming, and I can't wait to see what the Lord has in store for her next year at Grace University. So.
I didn't realize I was speaking. I just want to say thank you. I mean, I would moved schools a lot as a kid, and when I went to Western Michigan Christian, just a lot of teachers there just helped bring me out of my shell. Miss Negretti, just her classroom in general, it just gave me a place where I could feel safe and comfortable, and just allowed me to just come out of my shell and become who I am today.
Congratulations, Emily. Here you go. All right, next up is Fruitport High School, and the representative from the school is Lauren Chesney, and the award winner is Aubrey Johnson.
Good afternoon. My name is Lauren Chesney. I'm the principal at Fruitport High School, and it's my honor to be accompanying one of my seniors, Aubrey Johnson. When the Kiwanis Scholarship came up in our discussions in our office and with the guidance office, we always sit down and try to figure out who our best candidates would be. My counselors and I immediately thought of this wonderful young lady. She has had a lot of obstacles in her personal life, and they are personal obstacles, so we won't share a lot of them today. But I can tell you, in reading her essay, it was very moving. And I say that Aubrey has chosen to overcome these obstacles because some of them may have given others a chance to give up. Instead of giving in, Aubrey has focused her high school career in excelling in everything she does, whether that be in our building, in the community, or on any given court or playing field, or in the classroom. Aubrey, we want you to know that obviously your family, your parents, and your school are super proud of you, and we are excited to see you move on to Grand Valley and achieve your dream of going into marketing. So congratulations to you.
I'm Aubrey, obviously. I just wanted to say thank you to my parents and all my coaches and teammates and all my classmates.
All right, next up is Holton High School, and the representative from the school is Michelle McCormick, and the award winner is Trevor Stewart.
Hello, I am Michelle McCormick, the school counselor at Holton High School. Thank you all for inviting us to join you today. I am honored to speak to you today on behalf of one of Holton's outstanding students, Trevor Stewart. I first met Trevor as a wee little freshman 4 years ago. I can still picture him in my mind. At the time, I was teaching 9th grade English. It was my first year at Holton, and Trevor, being the kind soul and confident person that he is, he took me under his wing. Imagine that, a 14-year-old young man taking me, a middle-aged, yes, we'll go with middle-aged, woman under his wing. And he made sure that I was going to be okay. I could always count on Trevor for a smile or a hearty laugh to improve my day. Now I have the privilege of knowing him as his counselor. I have enjoyed watching him grow and mature through the years. Life has not always been easy for Trevor. He has endured difficult times, both personally and academically speaking. It is remarkable that he has been able to persevere and navigate some difficult times to get to where he is today. When asked how others would describe him, Trevor says that he is an honest, straightforward person, one who is funny with a great sense of humor. And like I told you, I would have to agree with that because I could always count on him for that laugh or that smile. He is also a good friend who is dependable and reliable. Trevor has great things in store for his future. He is planning on going to a 4-year university. He wants to be a residential builder who builds custom homes. When asked why that career speaks to him, he likes the idea of working with people to customize or tailor a building to their needs. He wants their input so that he can help them to create their vision. Trevor also said that he likes the idea of creating a permanent structure that people will use for years to come. I have no doubt that he will do this. Trevor Stewart will surely make his mark on the world, and it is lovely to think of him doing it through architecture. It is my pleasure to introduce Trevor Stewart. Congratulations on this honor, Trevor. It is well deserved. Thank you, and on Holton.
I would definitely like to thank Ms. McCormick here. She has been through it all with me and has been there the whole time. I also would like to thank my mom and my sister for being here today. I very much appreciate you guys coming. And thank you to Kiwanis for granting me this scholarship.
Congratulations, Trevor. Next, we have Muskegon Heights Academy, and representing the school is Erica Patton and award winner Nina Oliver.
Good afternoon. I'm the principal at Muskegon Heights Academy, and this is Nina Oliver. I really appreciate the opportunity for us to be here to accept this award for Nina. Nina is a quiet soul. She's a very special student. She is our artfully creative student at Muskegon Heights Academy. She has had art shows that have been hosted at the school. She has had articles posted about the things that she's done, like designing clothes and things like that. Also, the obstacle that she has overcome is dyslexia and anxiety. So this is a huge accomplishment, getting her here to just come up here and stand. So again, we appreciate this, and we are happy that Nina will be attending Ferris this fall with a degree in business. So she's not going to say anything.
Congratulations, Nina. There you go.
Thank you.
It's awesome that you overcame some of those obstacles. I think our last school present here today is Ravenna High School, and we have representing the school Tia Filippelia. And, sorry, I know we practice that too, and student award winner Madeline Garn.
Hello, I'm Tia Filippelli. I am the school counselor at Ravenna High School. I have Madeline Garn with me. When it was up for the admin team to choose a student, there was no other qualifiers. It was Maddie. As far as obstacles coming over. So she's dealt with chronic illness for most of her life, and especially through high school. I'm gonna butcher this. She was diagnosed with amplified musculoskeletal pain syndrome. Is that correct? Okay. Which has very much affected her academics, her attendance, just her overall feeling and health throughout her career in high school, but has managed to be high honors, 3.9, top of her class. She is leader is just falling short of what she should be called. She is part of the NHS. She is the secretary for the FFA Ravenna chapter. She is in the Muskegon Youth Advisory Council, and then she's also a leader in her church. If you talk to Maddie, you would think you're talking to a person years her senior. She is just an advocate for herself. She's well-spoken, polite, mature. You ask anyone that works at Ravenna High School or anyone that she has ever interacted with, and they are floored by her. She just did a mock interview for our senior exit interviews that all seniors do for the end of their senior year, end of high school career, and she led everyone in her whole class and did it in front of everyone with our school principal, and the school principal was like in awe of how great she did. To just say how impressed we are by her, we sat down at that table today and I'm like, we're gonna miss her, we're gonna miss her. So she's just amazing. Dual enroll student, and she also found her own work-based learning placement, and she's been an intern for half of her day is doing an internship at Seitzma Funeral Homes, and she is planning on going into mortuary sciences. She just has her stuff together and is amazing. So I'm gonna let you talk a little bit too.
I just want to start with thank you so much, Ms. Filipelli. I am really honored to be chosen for this award, and definitely is not a thing that I have done by myself. My community is amazing, my family is amazing, and have supported me through some really hard times. I have had amplified musculoskeletal pain syndrome, also known as fibromyalgia syndrome. Fibromyalgia is the more Google-friendly term, for a good part of my life. It, for a very long time, was very well managed until I hit my beginning of my junior year. And it became from a thing that was a little bit annoying that would happen occasionally to a disability. So learning to navigate that has probably been one of the biggest challenges of my life. As somebody who is very ambitious and who really, really loves serving others, it was so hard for me to lose parts of that. So I lost a lot of opportunities and a lot of moments that kids my age get because of my illness. But out of the other side of that has been so much good. I am really, really a firm believer that God has worked all things for good for me. Even though it's not what chronic illness and that completely reshaping my life is not what I wanted. It's not what anybody wants. You don't think I really, really hope that I become disabled, and then that changes my life. That's not the means by which I would have preferred that happening. But I really, really am happy that I've gotten to the point where I am. Through dealing with this illness, I went to a youth leadership conference this summer where I used ADA accommodations for the first time ever. And as somebody with invisible illness who has a hard time, accepting the fact that, maybe I need extra attention, it was hard. It was hard to ask for that help. And that led me into becoming a member of the DEI committee for FFA for the state of Michigan. I have had the opportunity to advocate for students with disabilities, and we've actually been able to implement some really cool things and change a lot of policy around ADA accommodations and the ease of applying for those. So that has been just a huge blessing in my life that I've been able to use this as something to help others. And I've learned so much about myself, and I'm truly, truly happy where I am. I am very, very excited for my career. I love helping people more than anything else. And yeah, so thank you. That was.
Congratulations, Madeline. So wow, that's 13 schools that were represented and 13 stories, each very unique. And it's amazing what we can learn from our students. I think back to my high school years, and I think of what these students just went through, and I'm like, I don't think I could do that much in 4 years anymore. And it's just an amazing time of growth and change, and it's the stories of you meeting and overcoming obstacles is really inspirational. And also the thought that of us older folks too is that you're going to continue and you have dreams to keep doing things, and as you bloom into adults that contribute to society, we just really look forward to your contributions and can't wait for you to bloom where you're planted and serve our community. So I'm going to wrap up here and turn it over to Mr. Cannon.
Okay, thank you. Well, as a father of four, I'm proud of my children, and after hearing these stories, I'm proud of all of you and all of the support that you've received from your teachers and your guardians. One of the ways we make money to put this on is in the fall, if you see us standing on the corners or in the middle of the street, that's how we raise funds for this. On your tables, I have a little flyer that gives more information about what we do and how to contact us. And I just have one more correction. I have a daughter that lives in Alaska, and when we talk about more than one moose, it is meese. No. So Kendall, you are right. Well, again, thank you everybody for coming, and like I say, if you'd like to find out more about the Muskegon Kiwanis, just contact us. Thank you. Back to you guys.